Good morning, students. This is the second lecture of our financial accounting paper. First, into the previous lecture, we are also discuss about the syllabus of the financial accounting, nature of the question paper, and passing criteria of subject. Now here we are also start the unit number second, accounts of professionals. Accounts of professionals. Into this name, particular unit name, the important two words are also there. First one is our accounts and second one is our professionals. Then the accounts or accounting, the meaning and definitions we are also studied. Accounting is the recording of transactions, analysis of transactions, and interpretation of their results. You know very well. Then firstly we are also studied the meaning of the professionals. Professionals are the persons, individuals or firms who render special or proficient services to others or publics. That means the professionals are the persons, either it may be the person, either it may be a firm who renders the services to the others or peoples as well as the publics. For that purpose, they are rendering the services for monetary consideration known as fees. Whenever the professional persons are also rendering the services, they charge the some fees, some amount. It is also called as the fees charged by the professional persons. And they make use of their specially acquired skill and proficiency while providing their services. Whenever at that time they are also providing the services, they make using their acquired knowledge and skills at that time for the rendering of the services. Now here we are also discuss about some examples of the professionals. First one is our doctors. Doctors are the members of practical medical profession. That means it is a medical practitioners. The doctors are also categorized into their skills, their knowledge, such as specialist, surgeons, dentist, pathologist. They are well qualified and well equipped to examine and advise their patients. Second professional person is lawyer. The lawyers are also rendering services to their clients relating to the laws. Architects and civil engineers are also rendering the services. These are the professionals who are competent to advise their clients in the matter of building construction. The next one is the valuers. Valuers are the professionals who make estimates of money. Surveyors are the persons whose job is to make survey or examination, measurement of land, boundaries as well as buildings. Chartered accountants, cost accountants and auditors, they are rendering the services to the businesses, organizations as well as the peoples relating to the tax, relating to the accounting, relating to the auditing and relating to the cost accounting. These are some examples of the professionals persons. जे प्रोफेशनल पर्सनचा विचार करत असताना प्रथमतः आपल्याला या ठिकाणी उदाहरण घ्यावं लागेल. डॉक्टर्स, लॉयर्स, आर्किटेक्ट्स, सिव्हिल इंजिनियर्स असतील, व्हॅल्युअर्स, सर्वेयर्स, अकाउंटिंग प्रोफेशनमध्ये असणारे पर्सन्स असतील, उदाहरणार्थ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटंट्स, कॉस्ट अकाउंटंट्स अँड ऑडिटर्स, हे सर्व प्रोफेशनलचे एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत. डॉक्टर्स असतील ते डॉक्टरांच्या कॅटेगरीमध्ये स्पेशलायझेशननुसार त्यांचं उदाहरणार्थ डेंटिस्ट असतील, पॅथॉलॉजिस्ट असतील, सर्जन्स असतील, अशा पद्धतीनं त्यांनी डॉक्टरांनी ॲक्वायर केलेल्या नॉलेजनुसार त्यांचं स्पेशलायझेशन होईल. म्हणजे आपण आता प्रोफेशनल्समध्ये नेमके कोणकोणते पर्सन येतात याचा या ठिकाणी अभ्यास केला. त्यानंतर नेक्स्ट वन इज द मेंटेनन्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स बाय द प्रोफेशनल्स. Whether the accounts are also maintained by the professionals. Most of the private individuals normally do not maintain accounts of their day-to-day affairs as they think that it is unnecessary for them and it is wastage of time and money. However, in some cases, professionals, individuals or their firms maintenance of accounts is quite necessary and useful for the various reasons. But they are required to maintain the accounts systematically and scientifically as per the legal requirements. Sometimes the professional persons are maintain the books of accounts for the purpose of the financial outcome of their professional activities, like as the profit and loss of their profession and the financial position. To know the financial position, the financial position can be ascertained through the preparation of their balance sheet. Now here we are in this point we are also discuss about the maintenance of accounts by the professionals, whether the accounts are also maintained by the professionals due to the some reasons. The accounts maintained by the professionals as per the legal requirements, sometimes to know the financial outcomes, profit or loss from their professional activities, as well as the surplus or deficit from their professional activities, and to know the financial positions of their profession. Now next one is the system of keeping accounts. Now here it is also the most important point, in which systems are also used at that time the maintenance of accounts by a professions. There are three systems of accounting, you know very well. We are also studied in 11th standards as well as the 12th standards. Accrual or mercantile system, cash system, mixed or hybrid system. Now if here we are also discuss about the accrual or mercantile system. Under this system, all the items of income and expenditure, both cash as well as non-cash items of a particular period are duly recorded. That means income earned but not received, that is accrual income, and expenditure incurred but not paid, that is accrued or outstanding expenses, are considered along with the items of incomes actually received and expenses paid in cash. म्हणजे ॲक्रुअल और मर्कंटाईल सिस्टीममध्ये जे इन्कम असतील, ते एक्सपेंडिचर असतील, त्या एक्सपेंडिचरमध्ये रेकॉर्डिंग करत असताना रोखीच्या स्वरूपामध्ये मिळालेले इन्कम असतील किंवा रोखीच्या स्वरूपामध्ये दिलेलं देणं असेल, एक्सपेंडिचर असेल, त्याचबरोबर जे काय येणं बाकी असणारा जो काय इन्कम असेल किंवा जे काय देणं बाकी असेल, ज्यालाच की आपण आउटस्टँडिंग म्हणतो, आउटस्टँडिंग इन्कम असतील, आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस असतील, याचंसुद्धा रेकॉर्डिंग हे ॲक्रुअल ऑर मर्कंटाईल सिस्टीममध्ये केलं जाईल. दुसरी सिस्टीम आहे अकाउंटिंगची किंवा कीपिंग ऑफ द अकाउंट्स ज्या ठिकाणी वापरली जाते ती म्हणजे कॅश सिस्टीम. द नेम्स आर ऑल्सो इंडिकेट्स दॅट अंडर दिस सिस्टीम actual cash receipts and actual cash payments are recorded. Credit transactions are not considered. Thus, all the non-cash items are ignored. म्हणजे कॅश सिस्टीममध्ये कॅश सिस्टीम्स आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड ॲज द रिसिप्ट सिस्टीम. म्हणजे जे रोखीच्या स्वरूपामध्ये मिळालेले जे काय रिसिप्ट्स असतील, रिसिप्ट्स इन सिम्पल वर्ड द कॅश रिसिव्ड फ्रॉम प्रोफेशनल ॲक्टिव्हिटीज. ओनली द कॅश रिसिप्ट्स and cash payments are also considered into the cash system. Then third system of keeping of accounts, mixed or hybrid system. This system is a partly mercantile and partly a cash system of accounting. Under this system, all the income items are recorded only on cash basis, whereas the expenses are recorded on cash as well as on accrual basis. Thus, under the principle of conservatism, all non-cash income items, namely accrued incomes, are considered and recorded. This system is normally followed by those professionals who have credit transactions. That means under this system, mixed or hybrid system, म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जर आपण विचार केला तर यामध्ये ॲक्रुअल सिस्टीम असेल किंवा कॅश सिस्टीम असेल, याचं या ठिकाणी मिक्सअप आहे. मग या ठिकाणी इन्कमचं रेकॉर्डिंग करत असताना कन्झर्वॅटिझम जे काय प्रिन्सिपल असेल ते कन्झर्वॅटिझम प्रिन्सिपल या ठिकाणी ते फॉलोड होईल. म्हणजेच या ठिकाणी अशा पद्धतीने हे सिस्टीम ऑफ कीपिंग ऑफ अकाउंट्समध्ये 3 प्रकारच्या सिस्टीम्स आहेत की ज्याचा उपयोग आपणाला रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट ऑफ प्रोफेशनल्स तयार करत असताना आपणाला या ठिकाणी करावं लागेल. म्हणजे उदाहरण द्यायचं झालंच तर या ठिकाणी रिसिप्टच्या बाबतीमध्ये आपण कॅश सिस्टीम फॉलो करणार. Whenever at that time we are also recording the receipts into the receipts and expenditure account, at that time we are also followed the conservatism principle or cash systems are also followed. And whenever at that time we are also recording the expenditure into the receipts and expenditure account, we are also followed the accrual or mercantile system. For that purpose, firstly, we are also studied the system of keeping of the accounts before discuss or before the preparation of the receipts and expenditure account and balance sheet of the professionals. Then next one is we are also discuss about the professional activities of the professionals. You have been taken the example of the medical practitioners, that is the doctors. Doctors are the medical practitioners who are also rendering the services. Therefore, before you are also understand keeping the recording the transactions of the professionals, firstly we understand what is meant by the accounting. First it is recording of the transactions. Second is analysis of the transactions. Third is interpretation of their results in the form of profit or loss or surplus or deficit of any activity. Then here we are also, why should we are also discussing about that particulars? Because why? Because of into the accounting the base is same. Whenever at that time we are also find out the results of any businesses activities or any activity, at that time we are also must be known the transactions of that particular activity or that particular businesses. Then before we are also understand the accounts of the professionals, we must be known the transactions. For the example purpose, we are also names are also given that particular, that is called as the transactions of doctors. We understand firstly the transactions of doctors. For the transactions, you know very well, two parties are also required for the transactions. You have been taken the example doctor. To the analysis of the transactions in the particular example, there are two parties, doctor and patient. Then in the above transactions, we have been for the example purpose. These examples are also only for the example purpose or understand purpose. In the above transaction, the flow of the cash from patient to doctor. That means sometimes the patients are also given fees. That means the cash to the doctor. It means doctors received a cash against services rendered by him to people or patient, and such cash received is called as the fees. In simple words, fees are the receipts of doctor or income from his professional activity. Now here in this example, we are also preparing the books of accounts, that is the receipts and expenditure account, and balance it into the books of the doctors. Therefore, the cash received by the doctors, it is a income, it is a receipt from his professional activity, and therefore the income or receipt is taken into the credit side of an receipts and expenditure account. At that time we are also prepare the account. Each account has two sides. First one is our debit side, left hand side, and second one is our credit side, right hand side. All the receipts are also recorded into the right hand side, that is the credit side of an receipts and expenditure account. Then what type of the receipts, what type of the fees, what type of the cash received by the doctors? Here we are also discuss about what type of the fees are also charged by the doctors. First one is the visiting fees. जे व्हिजिटिंग फीच्या बाबतीमध्ये सांगायचं झालं तर ज्यावेळेस डॉक्टर हे एखाद्या दवाखान्यामध्ये व्हिजिट करतील आणि त्या व्हिजिटच्या बदल्यामध्ये मिळणारी डॉक्टरांना फीज असेल, ती व्हिजिटिंग फीज हे आपण रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला घेणार. दुसरी फीज आहे कन्सल्टेशन फीज, डिस्पेन्सिंग फीज, मग तपासणी असेल, सल्लामसलत केला असेल त्याच्या बदल्यामध्ये मिळालेली फी असेल. त्यानंतर फीज फ्रॉम द लेक्चर असेल, डॉक्टर लेक्चर देण्यासाठी दुसऱ्या कॉलेजमध्ये मेडिकल कॉलेजमध्ये गेल्यानंतर त्यांना ती मिळणारी फीज असेल. सच फीज इज रिलेटिंग टू देअर प्रोफेशनल ॲक्टिव्हिटीज किंवा अदर रिसिप्ट्स असतील. हे सर्व रिसिप्ट्स, हे सर्व फीज आपण कुठे घेणार तर क्रेडिट साईडला, रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला, म्हणजे राईट हँड साईडला. देन नाव here we are also discuss about the expenditures of the particular professional activities. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण या ठिकाणी अकाउंट तयार करतो त्यामध्ये रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट, आपण रिसिप्टचा या ठिकाणी अभ्यास केला. रिसिप्टचा अभ्यास केल्यानंतर आपल्याला या ठिकाणी एक्सपेंडिचर्स म्हणजे त्या प्रोफेशनल ॲक्टिव्हिटीचे एक्सपेंडिचर्स नेमके कोणते होतील याचा सुद्धा आपल्याला अभ्यास करावा लागेल. यू हॅव बीन टेकन द एक्झाम्पल. Whenever we are also going into the hospital, then you are also seeing the some equipments, for example the x-ray machine, for example other operational machine, then oxygens, all these are also equipment are also seen. Then for such particular equipments the light is required, and therefore the light bill it is also the expenditure. Then rent, the rent hospitals building rent are also the expenditure. The next one is doctors are also appoint the some staff into their hospital. Such staff working into the hospital, then salary paid to that particular staff. Such salary it is also the expenditure of an doctors. Then stationaries are also required, files are also required, it is also the expenditure. Then some administrative office staffs are also required, salary paid to that particular staff, it is also the expenditures. Conveyance, that means the traveling expenses, whenever doctors are also traveling from their hospital to the other place for the professional purpose, it is also the expenditure of that particular professions, convenience or traveling expenses. All these are also the expenditures of an profession. That means the expenditure is always taken into the debit side of an receipts and expenditure account. Here we are also discuss about the format as well as the expenditures as well as the receipts of an professionals, for example medical practitioners. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी आपण रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर तयार करत असताना त्यामध्ये नेमक्या कोणत्या गोष्टी या ठिकाणी येतील याचा या ठिकाणी अभ्यास केलेला. म्हणजे डॉक्टरांचा पण या ठिकाणी विचार करत असताना, त्यांच्या प्रोफेशनल ॲक्टिव्हिटीचा विचार करत असताना त्यांचे जे काय रिसिप्ट्स होतील, उदाहरणार्थ ते विजिटिंग फीज असेल, डिस्पेन्सिंग असेल, त्यानंतर फीज फ्रॉम लेक्चर असतील, अदर रिसिप्ट्स असतील, हे सर्व रिसिप्ट्स आपण रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला म्हणजे राईट हँड साईडला या ठिकाणी घेणार आहोत. दुसरा मुद्दा आपण बघितलं एक्सपेंडिचर. मग ज्यावेळेस हॉस्पिटलमध्ये या ठिकाणी डॉक्टर्स असतील त्या डॉक्टरांना विविध प्रकारचे खर्च करावे लागतात. उदाहरणार्थ इक्विपमेंट असतील, मग एक्सरे मशीन असेल, तुमचं ऑक्सिजन असेल, त्यानंतर अदर ऑपरेशनसाठी लागणारे एखादं मशिनरी असेल, त्या मशिनरीसाठी लागणारी जी काही लाईट असेल त्या लाईटचं बिल डॉक्टरांना द्यावं लागेल. हा झाला त्या डॉक्टरांचा एक्सपेंडिचर, त्या प्रोफेशनचा एक्सपेंडिचर झाला, प्रोफेशनल ॲक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये येणार तो एक्सपेंडिचर झाला. त्यानंतर हॉस्पिटल असेल, त्या हॉस्पिटलची बिल्डिंग भाड्यानं घेतली असेल, ज्याला की आपण रेंट बेसिस म्हणतो, रेंटवर घेतली असेल तो दिला जाणार रेंट असेल तो झाला एक्सपेंडिचर. हॉस्पिटलमध्ये स्टाफ नेमला असेल, पेशंटची तपासणी करण्यासाठी नेमलेला स्टाफ असेल, त्या स्टाफला द्यावा लागणारा पगार असेल तो झाला या ठिकाणी एक्सपेंडिचर, ज्यालाच काय म्हणतो आपण सॅलरी. त्यानंतर जो ऑफिस स्टाफ असेल, ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह स्टाफ असेल, त्या स्टाफला द्यावी लागणारी सॅलरी असेल. ट्रॅव्हलिंग एक्सपेन्सेस त्यालाच आपण म्हणतो या ठिकाणी कन्व्हेयन्स असेल किंवा ट्रॅव्हलिंग एक्सपेन्सेस असेल, हा झाला डॉक्टरांचा तो एक्सपेंडिचर. मग तुमचं ॲडव्हर्टायझिंग असेल, त्यानंतर इतर खर्च असतील, स्टेशनरीचा खर्च असेल, ऑल दीज आर ऑल्सो द expenditures, and all these expenditures are also taken into the debit side of an receipts and expenditure account. जे हे सर्व खर्च हे कुठे येणार तर रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी आता आपण बघितलं हाऊ टू प्रिपेअर द रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट. Receipts is taken into the receipts and expenditure account credit side, right hand side, and expenditure is taken into the debit side or left hand side of an receipts and expenditure account. But the question arises in our mind, what type of the information is given into the problem? प्रॉब्लेममध्ये इन्फॉर्मेशन देत असताना काय देणार? Whether it is given into the paragraph form, whether it is given into the receipts and payment account, or whether it is given into the cash book. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी आपल्याला विचार करावा लागेल की ज्यावेळेस प्रॉब्लेममध्ये इन्फॉर्मेशन देत असताना ती कोणत्या स्वरूपामध्ये दिली जाईल. पॅरेग्राफ फॉर्ममध्ये दिली जाईल का कॅशबुक दिलं जाईल का रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर दिलं जाईल. मग इथे या ठिकाणी प्रॉब्लेममध्ये इन्फॉर्मेशन देत असताना into the such particular problem, the cash book are also given, that is called as our receipts and payment accounts are also given by that particular profession. Either it may be the doctors or chartered accountants. Now here we are also discuss about the given information. म्हणजे एखादी इन्फॉर्मेशन दिल्यानंतर त्या इन्फॉर्मेशनमध्ये नेमकं काय काय असतं याचं सुद्धा डिस्कशन करणं इट इज ऑल्सो द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट. ॲट दॅट टाइम वी आर ऑल्सो प्रिपेअर द रिसिप्ट्स अँड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट. whenever the cash book is given, at that time only the cash transactions are also recorded into the cash book. ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेममध्ये कॅशबुक दिलं जाईल, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड ॲज द रिसिप्ट्स अँड पेमेंट अकाउंट. त्यावेळेस त्या अकाउंटला फक्त कुठले ट्रान्झॅक्शनचं रेकॉर्डिंग असणार? कॅश ट्रान्झॅक्शन्स. Then what about the credit transactions? The such information is not given into the particular cash book or receipts and payment account. Because why? Because of only cash transactions are also recorded. Then the credit transaction information is given into the adjustment. मग ती इन्फॉर्मेशन तुम्हाला ॲडजस्टमेंटमध्ये दिली जाईल. मग आता इथं मुद्दा असा येतो, व्हेन एव्हर ॲट दॅट टाइम वी आर ऑल्सो रेकॉर्डिंग द ॲडजस्टमेंट. each and every adjustment has two effects, but the one and important adjustment in this particular unit, it is nothing but our outstanding fees or accrued fees. Whenever the fees are also received into the cash, these are also given into our receipts and payment account or cash book. But what about the outstanding fees or accrued fees? Fees does not received on the particular accounting period. Then what about the outstanding expenses? Here we are also discuss about how to prepare the receipts and expenditure account, the transactions of the medical practitioners such as the doctors. We are also discuss about the receipts and expenditures, how the receipts are also recorded, how the expenditures are also recorded, what are the expenditures of the medical practitioners, what are the receipts of the medical practitioners. Then into the next lecture we are also discuss about the adjustment and their effects. Then we are also repeated again in this lecture. We are also studied the meaning of the profession person, maintenance of the accounts, whether it is maintained or not, what purposes they are also maintain the books of account. Third one is the system of keeping of accounts, which systems are also followed by the professionals. Then we are also studied the system of keeping of the accounts. Three systems are also there: accrual or mercantile system, cash system, hybrid or mixed system. After that we are also understand the transactions of the medical practitioners, that is called as the professionals, their receipts, their expenditures, and the recording of such expenditures and receipts into the receipts and expenditure account. म्हणजे या सर्व गोष्टीचा आपण या ठिकाणी अभ्यास केलेला आहे. पुढच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये ॲडजस्टमेंट इफेक्ट्स, त्याचबरोबर आपण या लेक्चरमध्ये इन्फॉर्मेशन गिवन इन टू द प्रॉब्लेममध्ये नेमकी इन्फॉर्मेशन कोणती दिली जाणार आहे याचा या ठिकाणी आपण काय केलेला आहे, अभ्यास केलेला आहे. या सर्व गोष्टींचा अभ्यास केल्यानंतर आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये ॲडजस्टमेंट आणि बॅलन्स शीटमध्ये जे काय मिसिंग फिगर्स असतील त्या कशा फाइंड आउट करायच्या याचा अभ्यास करणार आहोत. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. थँक्यू ऑल ऑफ यू. थँक्यू ऑल ऑफ यू स्टुडंट्स to listen such particular lectures and carefully and to note down some important points in our notebook. Because why? Because of such important points, it's important at that time we are also solve the problems into the question paper. Thank you again. Thank you very much to listen the lectures very carefully and to note down the important points in our notebook. Thank you.